Look at that. That was a mere few weeks ago. Frozen solid. The ground was hard, hoarfrost everywhere. The trees were coated in white. Ponds were frozen, pools were frozen, people were wrapped up in big coats and scarves and hats. And it was only a few weeks ago. It was January, it's April. 15, 16 weeks maximum. And it's gradually got better. And now, in April, look at it. All the trees have got leaves on, everything's in bud, it's mild, it's pleasant, the birds are singing away. People are out with their dogs, people are out in t-shirts, the hardy ones, although today, I think it's about 16 degrees, there's not a breath of wind. It's just gorgeous. Nothing's moving, it makes everything quiet so that all you can hear is feet through the leaves. Molly's loving it. It's just the right temperature for Molly. Not too warm, not too cold. She's having a great time. I'm having a great time. We're in the middle of a local woodland on a path that I can see just stretching into the distance, tree lined on both sides. And those trees, and there's holly bushes as well, and the holly bushes and the trees and everything is now taking on a green. The trunks have got like a patina of moss. Everything looks vibrant. Everything looks vibrant and alive and coming together. We've got sheeplies in the field behind us. And another thing is, the young are out, aren't they? We've got lambs. Now, I didn't see many lambs till about a fortnight ago. Now there's lots of lambs knocking about, and they're growing. And that's a wonderful sign. The sound of young lambs bleating in the fields. That's a wonderful, wonderful. Hello! Yes, we're talking about you. Mum looking at us. You want to get out when you can. The only thing is, obviously, at the bank holiday it was very, very busy. And now, because everybody's been locked up for so long and the weather has been so dire, and it has been a really, really long winter, that everyone is out. But don't worry about that. Just get out yourselves. Get out in the countryside. It is such a beautiful place to be. I've got the opportunity to be out here quite a lot, more than most. But it is, I can't imagine not being. It's good for the soul. I look forward to it. I get up in the morning, we go out, we come back, go out for a couple of hours, come back, and then we do whatever we've got to do. And by that time, we're both ready. We had another couple of hours, we're both ready for going out again. And I actually really look forward to it. I don't have much else in my life. I don't go on foreign holidays. I've not got a big car. I don't have expensive hobbies. I've got hobbies, but they're not expensive, and all the ones I've got like this and recording things, the equipment is expensive, but it's all paid for. But it's just, I think the more you get out in the countryside, the more you really appreciate it. We just had to negotiate a muddy stretch, I mean really muddy, where the water's drained off the fields and has gathered in one like 50-metre long stretch. So we came out and walked round it, and it's brought us out into this, like a little clearing. And I'm looking up at, look at this. See what I mean? All the buds are out, and this is one that is probably slower than most. And this clearing, it looks like bracken. It's bracken. And I can see the young bracken is coming up through it. And the young bracken, I love that because it's got that curliness about it, and it's this vibrant green of new life. So that's going to be here soon. And the bird song is constant now. In the winter, it was sporadic. But now when you just shut your gob for a minute, it's continuous. continuous bird song. Everyone is happy, everyone is building nests, everyone is getting on with life. All the mammals, the voles and the mice and the rabbits and the hares and the foxes and the badgers are all going about the business building homes for this year's young. Because mammals, we're all mammals. We all just want to raise our young in peace. This is fabulous. I'm a bit mind blown. There's a little path to my right. I almost feel like, go on, I'm going to go and do some exploring. Come and explore with me. We've come out into an area that's like fairly sparsely treed. Is that a word? I don't think so. Well, there's not that many trees. It's quite open. It's very grassy and it's open and the ground rises in front of me and rises behind me, so we're in like a bowl with a big sky above us, which is always fabulous. And the birds around here are really making a heck of a noise, and all the trees, especially the smaller shrub-like trees, they're all very, very green. They're all really loving it. Can you hear the bird song? I can hear the bird song. And I know where we are. We're going to join up with a path that Molly and I take quite regularly. April the 17th today. Been a couple of weeks since I've done the last one. The change is noticeable. Even in a fortnight, we didn't have this much young foliage on the trees. We definitely did not. It's all opened up all at once. The grass feels softer, looks greener. The ground is drier and is firmer. It's very, very pleasant. It's pleasant enough today to have a picnic. You could actually have a picnic today. You could come out, bring some sandwiches in a flask and sit out and just enjoy the countryside. It is so pleasant. There's a couple of buzzards up in the sky there, quartering the ground. Rather remarkable. Molly is enjoying herself. She loves it. She could root about all day, just sniffing and weeing and doing all the things that dogs do. We're alone too. There's no one else out. I've seen a couple of people, but they tend to stick to like designated paths, or at least popular paths, where we know all the secret places. Don't we, Molly? We can see humans in the distance. Man with a Day-Glo jacket on and a dog. Don't know whether they'll be coming over here. We're going to turn right over here and then we'll go, and I'll see if I can show it to you. But just up here, there's a beautiful avenue of trees. We're going to walk along that for a bit, because that's always a nice walk. Come on. Here we are walking through an avenue of trees. There's only us, there's no one in front of us and there's no one behind us, and the trees go on for about a mile. Behind us and in front of us. No one about. It's very, very pleasant. The breeze has picked up now, but the breeze is mild. It's quite warm. I think that makes everything even nicer. It's the feel of a warm breeze on your face. This is wonderful. I may even stop and just find somewhere to sit down for a while and just take in the surroundings. Won't be long. It'll only be another month, another 2 of my videos, and this place will be a blaze of green. The birdsong will be even louder. We'll get out early in the morning before people come. Best time of the day. Get out in the countryside wherever you are. England, Europe, Asia, America, Africa, the Arctic, the Antarctic, Australia, the moon. Wherever you happen to be, get out in it. It's good for your soul, it really is. We've all got trials and tribulations in our life, and I genuinely do feel that getting out in the countryside is good for that. It takes you away from the rat race. It takes you away from looking round you, because if you're in an environment, a work environment or a home environment where it's associated with bills and things like that, you look round and you're reminded continuously of your obligations, financial, work-wise, emotional, familial, whatever. You get out in the countryside, that's gone. The countryside owes you nothing and you owe the countryside nothing except respect. You can leave all your cares behind. I do, and I think that's helped me through the quite major health trials and tribulations I've had over the last few years. I really do think it has, and will continue to do so. I'm hoping to be here in a few years to bring the odd video. We're just going to carry on now, like a couple of aimless hobos we are, aren't we, Molly? So have a lovely day, have a lovely week, and we'll see you on the flip. Peace and love.